Monique Landes, Amrop Carmichael Fisher, bringing you My Career in 6, an opportunity for our community to start their day with inspirational female leaders as they impart their pearls of wisdom. And today I'm joined by Bronwyn Yam, Chief Product Officer, Tyro. Bronwyn, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Would you
Thanks
offer
for having
a few
me
words?
on.
Thank you. Would you offer a few words of introduction?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Bronwyn, and I'm currently the Chief Product Officer for Tyro. I've been kind of in the banking and financial services space for over 25 years, so it's very exciting to be here and talk about everything payments.
Perfect. So looking to gain your insights and a little on your career journey, I might start with a few quick word answers, literally looking for 1 or 2 word responses, and then we can delve a little further.
Perfect.
Okay, here we go. Who or what inspires you?
Michelle Obama.
I like that answer. Do you attribute your success to luck or hard work?
A bit of both. They work hand in hand.
Yes, they do. What propels you forward?
Change. Love a good change.
I have a lot to learn from you. Favorite quote or motto that you live by?
I'll be a bit greedy here and I'll give you 2. There's a quote by Gandhi that I love, which is be the change you want to see. And the second one that I live by every day is by Brené Brown, where it's you either walk inside your story and own it, or you stand outside your story and hustle for your worthiness.
That was worthy of 2. They were both really strong. I'm going to look them up and make sure I remember them. Tell me, when you're applying for a new opportunity, what percentage of attributes do you have to feel you have deep experience in to feel confident in your application?
Earlier in my career, I would say a good 90% of that tick list, I feel like I need to meet before I apply. But through my learnings in my career journey, I would say now it's down to about just over 50.
Our community has a lot to learn from you. And coolest payments company today, notwithstanding Tyro.
Well, I'm always an advocate for Tyro. I do love monitoring a lot of the new companies that are coming into the market, and in particular, some of the payments surrounding Bitcoin. So not one thing in particular, but cryptocurrency is one that I'm monitoring.
Okay, that's where we may make our next fortune. Biggest challenge as you've climbed the ladder in the payments industry?
I think with the ever-changing trends and patterns and requirements of the payment industry, that's probably the biggest challenge to really get an understanding of what's happening, because it's coming from different angles. You've got the tech angle, you've got the consumer behavior angle, and there's always the regulatory environment, because security is the utmost important factor when considering changes that's happening in the payment industry. So I would say that's my biggest challenge, just to keep on top of all of that.
Completely agree. And then on the other side of that, what's been your greatest accomplishment career-wise?
I would say it's probably a mindset of challenging the status quo and always just giving everything a go. I love technology, so it's about transforming, the industry or the team or the products that we're doing with that, and never worry about failure, because I embrace that very much, but it's giving it a go.
Tell me, if there's one thing you could have done differently, what would that be? And leading on from that, what advice would you give to aspiring women professionals within this industry?
I've been pretty lucky in my career that I would say, in retrospect, there was nothing that I would do differently. I've really loved all the different decisions and steps that I've made. One of the key advice I would give to aspiring professionals would be, there are so many opportunities out there, and you just have to give yourself that bravery to take a step towards whatever opportunities you want to pursue. And the other important thing is that you need to make it known to people about your development path, because if you don't talk about it, your supporters won't know where you're trying to go. So making an advocate for yourself becomes extremely critical.
I really like that answer around being brave. I think I have a lot to learn from that. So thank you. Oh, tell me, what have you done, Bronwyn, to bring others along on the journey?
It's really about taking the time to understand where they're coming from. And it's really finding that middle ground where things can join together. It's about checking in, it's about asking for playback, so that it's gaining that mutual alignment.
Completely agree. I know Women in Payments for me gives me an opportunity to collaborate with very inspirational women. In terms of your networks and connections, how important have they been on your career trajectory?
They are so extremely important, particularly in Australia, in the payments industry, because it's so small. Everyone knows everyone. So it's very important to get to know who's who, and remaining in that connection to share ideas, to break through with a trend or an idea or a technology. And it's about working together and supporting each other.
And finally, as a senior female leader, how have you helped shape the business of your current organisation, and how open have they been to this input?
So I think first thing to keep in mind is that changing cultures take time. And so that's one acknowledgement that's very important to set the right mindset. And it's about being open and honest, and it's about embracing the old and the new. And I think that's something that we're still on the journey on at Tyro. And I think, as a whole, the organization has been extremely open-minded in how we're going to tackle the new future together.
Bronwyn, thank you for your insights today. You've certainly inspired me to be brave and to continue to learn and grow and collaborate. So thank you very, very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mon. Thanks for having me.